Hello, welcome back again. I'm going to take you through how to add a random quiz into your topic. So I'm going to use forces. That is what I've been using. So I will click add an activity, and what I've already done before is that I've been able to generate a question bank for the forces. So there are already questions that are in the bank. So I'm coming here to add an activity, and then I click on quiz. Okay. So since I don't need this menu for now, I'm going to click here. It will hide. So you specify the name for the quiz. It will be forces, or you can choose to call it, just call it forces. That is the name of that particular quiz. I will skip the description because this is not important for now, but you can choose to specify what the questions entail, and then you can choose to display, but you can skip this for now. So the other option, you have to go through all these items and then specifying and giving the rules for that particular quiz. So we'll start with the timing. So open the quiz and close the quiz. If I need the quiz to open at a particular day, time, I'll specify. So in this case, I will specify this quiz to be open right now, but then it will not close. It will remain open continuously. So the students will be able to access it until the time when I want to close the quiz. I would come and say enable, and then I specify the dates to close the quiz. So then you specify the time limit. So you click enable, and then my quiz should have a maximum of 20 minutes. So it means that after 20 minutes the quiz will close, and whatever will have been done will be submitted automatically if the student does not click submit. But it's good to always have a time limit, otherwise we'll have students staying long on the assessments and they may never submit. So and then when the time expires, you can check the option there. So I prefer to use open attempts are submitted automatically. And then you come to the grading. Okay, the grade to pass. So the grade category, this one you can leave it as uncategorized. The grade to pass, I'll be adding 10 questions and I'll need the pass mark to be 70%. So there are 10 questions, each question has 1 point. So I'll specify the grade to pass as 7. That should be 7 out of 10, so I'll just specify 7. And then the attempts allowed should be unlimited for this case. If you want 1 attempt or 2, you can specify, but for now we'll use unlimited. And the grading method will be the highest grade. Highest grade meaning that every time the learner attempts, the highest grade will be considered. But average grade is what I'll be explaining in my next recording, maybe to come in the near future, but for now we're going to use highest grade. I'll be looking at the differences between these in a different setup. So we leave it at highest grading. Then we come to the layout, and then always when you see this, there is a show more, so you have to click so that you're able to see. So new page, every question, or every 2, depending. If there are so many, you can choose to have every 2 or every 3, but since mine are just 10, I'll have every question. And then navigation method, there is sequential enabled. A student must progress through the quiz in order and may not return to a previous page or skip ahead. So I'll choose sequential, and then I go to question behavior. Shuffle is okay. And then how questions behave, let there be a deferred feedback. You can read about that. Then you can show more. Each attempt built on the last. That one you select yes if it's not for deferred feedback, but you leave it at no. And then you go to review of questions. I leave that as default. The appearance, show the user's picture, decimal places in grades, that is okay. Show blocks, I choose that to be no. Extra restrictions on attempts, I will leave this as default, but then later on I can come into the details of this. And then I come to overall feedback, I will still leave that as default. And then the common module settings, that I leave it as default. and then restrict access. So I need to add a restriction. I need to restrict these forces to be done after another previous activity has been concluded. So I'll come to add restriction and then activity completion, and then I choose the activity that forces is following. So forces comes after measurement 1. It comes after measurement 1 is when forces follow. So I'll select the student must complete the measurement 1 and must be complete with a pass grade. The student must have passed measurement 1, which is the previous assessment. So I'm going to select that. So if the student does not pass, there is no way the forces activity will be unlocked. So that I think that is clear. So then I've added that one restriction. You can still add more restrictions to dates, to grade, to user profile, or you can set your own restriction, but for now we use that. Then we come to activity completion. This is very important. You can choose to let students manually mark the activity as completed, but a student can mark the activity as complete when he or she has not covered. So we always prefer using show activity as complete when conditions are met. So when I click this will come. This is very important. So the condition is the student must view this activity to complete it. The student must receive a grade, which is important, so you have to select, and then you also require a passing grade. So the student must pass this activity in order to be a complete activity. And then from there I will skip the tags and the competencies. This is for not necessary for now. And then I come and say save and display. So I had specified the quiz, so now I'm going to add the quiz. So I'm going to say edit quiz. Edit quiz. So then I will select shuffle and then set the maximum grade. There are 10 questions and each question has 1 point, so the maximum grade will be 10. And then you save. So you have to select and then you save that 10. And then you come to click add here. So you click add and then select add a random question. So this will open for you the existing question bank. So you select the question bank for that particular topic. So these are my question banks. I'm going to select forces. Forces has 14, measurement has 6. You can see the number. So I'm going to select forces. There are 14 questions. And then out of these 14 questions, the number of random quizzes will be 10. Okay, will be 10 like that. So that is forces, and then the number of random questions is 10 like that. And then you click add random question. It is loading. So it has uploaded the 10 random questions. You can see them, but you can't see it because it is randomized, so you may not be able to edit this. So all these are the 10 questions, and when that is done, my quiz is ready. So I'll just go back to the course itself, and then I click to see how the questions will display. So this is the quiz. So I'm going to turn editing off so that I'm able to preview. Turn editing off so that I can preview the quiz. So when editing is off, can click, but you see now I'll be restricted because I have to finish this. So let's see what happens when I click on forces. Make an attempt. So the time limit is here, 20 minutes. The grading method is highest grade, so attempt quiz, and then the instruction is here. Then you click start attempt. So the quizzes are here, so I need to finish this and then click to next, and every time the student will click. So when you use a random question, every time the student attempts the quiz, the student will be presented with a set of new quizzes depending with the number of quizzes that you have in your question bank. Thank you.